Cool. And then the final segment of the day, Puma, your segment, Puma Bets.
Yes. Puma Bets. It was a rough weekend last week, both college and the NFL. But, it wasn't just me. A lot of people I respect out in the market were in the same boat as me, too, especially with Cardinals plus 14. And Zach Ertz dropped the touchdown pass that would have covered that game and salvaged my weekend. Yikes. By the way, the Chiefs deciding to pull the Chiefs and not cover. I never learn. But we're here to turn the page. We're moving on to a new segment, or a new week, I should say. And for football here, right now we have the Giants and Dolphins. The Giants are going on the road to Miami Gardens, the home of the Miami Dolphins here. Dolphins are laying 10.5 right now on FanDuel. That's where I got it. Lay them. Lay the 10.5. It's simple. Like, I know they just got their doors blown off in Buffalo. The first quarter looked pretty good. They were going blow for blow, and then after that, the wheels fell off the bus. They couldn't throw themselves back into the football game. It happens, but this is the ultimate get right spot. This defense should be able to get after Daniel Jones. We saw the Seahawks do that last night. They should be able to generate turnovers. There's nothing about this offense for the Giants that scream backdoor cover, in my opinion. We might see another boat race like we did with the Denver Broncos 2 weeks ago. So yeah, lay the 10.5. Don't worry about the backdoor cover. That's where I'm at in life with that game. The New York Jets going on the road to Denver, to Mile High. And I'm absolutely going to take the 2.5 points that the Jets are getting from the Denver Broncos. Now, yes, it is the same old.
We should rebrand this segment to Pumas Lost It.
It is the same, same old Jets. They fumbled away that victory literally against the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. But here's the thing: like, this is a better defense than the Chicago Bears defense that just absolutely gave up, a massive lead against the Denver Broncos at home in Chicago. Like, this defense is going to be able to get after Russell Wilson. It's going to be a harder defense than he's faced at this point in the year. And Zach Wilson, like I said earlier in the episode, like, he looked great. I was watching the whole game, Jay. I didn't just tune in the fourth quarter when the game was tied. I watched the whole game. He was moving around. He was moving the pocket. They were getting the tight ends involved. They opened up the playbook. And here's the other narrative, too. After all that garbage that Sean Payton was talking in the offseason, this is going to be the Nathaniel Hackett revenge game. Absolutely sign me up for the 2.5 points. I will gladly take the 2.5 points. I think the Jets can absolutely win this game outright. And imagine the hellstorm that would be the Denver Broncos, radio, the fans calling the radio station out there. If Sean Payton, after talking all that garbage, loses to Nathaniel Hackett and Zach Wilson looks like he did on Sunday Night Football, big yikes. Then
I just checked DraftKings. It's down to 2 points now.
Well, you got to shop around, baby. You got to look at FanDuel. They might still have it at 2.5.
Okay.
You got to shop.
What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on the over-under on that game? 43 is the over-under.
I
think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Rock fight, dude.
I think it might be a rock fight, too. I'm not going to touch the
rock fight.
That one.
Yeah.
The other one, I got Houston plus 2.5 against who the hell are they playing again?
Falcons.
The Falcons. Good Lord. Yep, I need to go to sleep.
They're 2 on DraftKings right now.
Yeah, I got them at 2.5 earlier in the day. I mean, the Houston Texans are just a much better football team, in my opinion, compared to the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons, they look inept on offense. Arthur Smith is not calling a good game. Desmond Ridder is not the guy. At some point,
you see Matt Collins trying to give him a high five the other day, and he's like, "Get away from me!"
Yeah, get away from me. Like, he missed him in the end zone. I'd be saying, "Get away from me too." Like, I'm not going to dap you up. Like, we are in a rock fight. In England, we have a chance to actually win this game, and you are just puking all over the place. You can't move the football. The Atlanta Falcons are not using their playmakers right. They have Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson. They still can't seem to find a way to get these guys involved in the offense. So at some point, like, I know Taylor Heineke is what he is. Like, he's just going to be a very serviceable backup throughout the rest of his career in the NFL. That's all he's ever going to be. But we've seen flashes where he can get this team going in spurts. And we saw that in Washington in the playoff run in 2020. We saw that at times last year too. People buy into his moxie. And hey, guess what? He can actually throw the football down the field a little bit more compared to what Desmond Ritter's doing. Until they do that, I'm going to take all the points with the Houston Texans here. CJ Stroud has been fantastic behind a makeshift offensive line that is now down to like their down to the third string guys, because their first and second string guys are either out injured or they're suspended for something. So he's been looking fantastic. Nico Collins looks like a bona fide number one wide receiver, and Tank Dell might be this year's Amon-Ra St. Brown from a few years ago. Like, that offense is clicking. They're buying into D'Amico Ryans. They play their asses off for that guy. So I have them having a chance to win outright on the road in Atlanta. And like I said at the top a few minutes ago, San Francisco -3.5. Lay them. Personally, I'm probably going to look at some alt lines. Like, I think they could possibly win by 10. So I might put a little sprinkle on that too. And for college football, right now, the only play I have for college is Vanderbilt.
Before we move on to college football, we should take on that over under 45 for the 49ers and Cowboys.
It's just, do you have enough faith that this offense is going to do enough to get you a minimum of 22 points?
Yeah.
I don't know,
I mean,
man.
with the defense, maybe a pick six or a fumble or something that leads to a touchdown. Yeah.
I don't know. And plus, like, primetime unders, I think are 10-3, 10-4 thus far this season. Like, I might look at the under in that game, even though it's at 45, but that's just me. And then for college, right now, I just have Vanderbilt, Florida under 52.5. This game opened up at 54, and then it got steamed to the under. I mean, these offenses, coming off of games that they really haven't been that great. I mean, Kentucky served Florida their lunch the other week, and Vanderbilt, I don't know, man. It's Vanderbilt. I don't think that we're going to get to 53 points with both these teams. Graham Mertz is serviceable, but he's not like a world beater. The Florida offense leaves a lot to be desired. And Billy Napier is, he's great at recruiting, but like when it comes to coaching, I don't really know. So I'll take the under in that game. But I'm going to have more plays out on Twitter, so be sure to follow me on Twitter at Brando Puma. You can go in the search bar and type in #PumaBets, and you'll see all my plays that I have posted up there as well too.